H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Baby Friday. And the reason we call it Baby Friday because we're not aired on Friday. So this is considered the last day of the week, and this is our Friday. So guess what? We get a chance to go and start our weekend a little bit sooner. So welcome everybody. Sims is in the building. I see you. Let me see what people. Look at me, Daryl. Let me see who else popped up there. I see my boy Daryl Anderson still in Greece. That's Moody still there. I see my boy Daryl Anderson, Keith Avery sneaking in there on me. I see Fa, my favorite person in the whole world, Fa, is on there. Pop teaches me a whole lot about this entertainment. Let's see what else we got. But it's Friday, y'all, and y'all tell me. That is Moody. That is Moody. Sims, Darren Anderson. I'm curious. You need an invitation. I'm curious. What did happen since yesterday? What happened all week? What did happen this week? What has happened this month? What has happened in sports that really perplex y'all? And y'all can really say, you know what? Man, I forgot to talk to Robert about it, ask him about it. What didn't happen in sports? Tell me, what didn't happen in sports? What happened, Pop? What didn't happen in anything? Let me know what has happened um, in y'all life that you saw something you said, man, I want to ask Robert about this. Because there's some things happen. And the reason I'm asking y'all that because some things happened that I'm gonna share with y'all. But I want to know, because I keep telling y'all, this chop shop is different, man. You have to, it's a participatory show. It's not a show that I just want to sit up here and just talk all the time. I'd like to hear from y'all. I like to hear from y'all. Should Dennis slide with a trip to me? But did he slide? Simmons? But did he slide? People were telling us all the time that he wasn't the first or second round pick, but we just didn't believe it. So did he slide, Simeon? He might have been no fifth round pick, but did he slide? You know what I'm saying? Did he slide? It's a good one though, Sam. But slide? I've been around this sport so long, Simeon, and I expect anything from the NFL, man. Um, let me get back to where I was, Simeon. You follow me? I was just looking at some, Simeon. I want to. I just think about it. Y'all got to help me, cause I want to bring the heat. I want to bring energy. I want to bring knowledge. I want to bring power. And the 1-2 punch between you and us, I think we can get anything. We can get anything we want. I don't think you can get this nowhere else. That's why I want y'all. I don't want y'all to do like y'all do Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp and them. Y'all just sit up there. I want you to participate. Yeah, yeah, but slide. See, Simeon, you and I don't have a team. You and I ain't never been no general manager. You and I ain't never, I know I ain't never been no scout. So I don't know what these people want on their teams. Now, to me, if I had a team, I would want him to be my quarterback. But I don't have a team, and I'm smart enough to not try to impose my opinions on nobody else. Like y'all try to impose, like Far be trying to impose his opinions on me. Y'all, I never try to impose my opinions on y'all. Never. I just tell y'all something and just say, okay, give me a better way to look at it. Uh, just give me, all I want is another way to look at it. I promise y'all that if you want to know about, I told you I want to bring the heat. I always gonna bring the energy. I'm gonna bring knowledge and power, and I want y'all to bring the same thing. You feel me? We have difficult conversations on this show about how this world, how the grassroots basketball, high school basketball, all this stuff gets so messy. When it comes to the issues of race, politics, bring up anything. Good one, Simeon. Transfer portals, NIL. These conversations are necessary, y'all. We have been in this space for a minute now. You know the conversations are necessary because it helps us do a couple of things. We figure out how we can become better people. Now this man just post something, put something on the screen. I don't know what he means. 11 to 13 field goal, 1 of 2 3-pointers, 51 points. But I don't understand what you're talking about. Uh, Fred, I have no idea what you're talking about. I just have no idea what you're talking about, Fred. I told you we talking complete sentences around here. We put context. Ain't no context to nothing you just put on the screen. No context to nothing you done put on the screen. Nothing. A lot of people ain't watched that game, man. A lot of people didn't watch that game, dude. I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot of people didn't watch that game. I turned it off. I didn't even watch it. I don't know what he had. SGA stat line. I ain't even looked at his stat. What's up, Travis? He said, when there, he said, when there ever be a rule with this reclassification, it's getting out of hand. 16 to 7-year-old freshmen, something needs to be done. What can be done? You better get you one. What can be done if parents want to have their young kids and reclassify these old ass kids? What can be done? You better go get you one. That's what I say. Thank you. Thaddeus Moody said who? The Boston Celtics won't pivot and try to the new strategy. They are 25 for 100 and 3-point shooting in the last 2 games. Yes, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, guess what? Since you want to brag about SGA, he should have used some of those efficient points, but because he lost at home. The man's still behind at home, Mr. SGA fan. He should have used some of that efficiency to win that first game. Kevin Freeman, you want to brag about a game? You ain't said nothing about SGA the other day. Not one word you ain't said nothing about SGA when he got that ass whooping the other day. But now you want to put some stats up on the and a blowout win, 40-point win, after getting your head tore off on the first game. You're still behind. But we didn't hear peep. We didn't hear a little bo peep out of you when they got their head tore off. Boy, y'all kill me. Y'all kill me. What's up, Jerry Harris? They're killing me. But let me keep going. Anybody else got anything? Because I'm just sitting up here. My daughter said great. Oh, my daughter. My sister said great background. Yeah, my sister in the background. My sister that, bless her little heart. She said she don't like the way the NFL did Shadua. She don't like it. But y'all, this show, man. This show, some people were just telling me how we're able to understand how we can build better communities. This show is, we can build. If we build a better community, we can build a better world. But let's be about the action. When I go back and just think about this show in this Chop Shop, some of y'all, I ain't gonna even go there. I ain't you know what? You know what? I might go there. I might go there. Cause I know in my life, some of y'all, we need to prune our lives of people that are draining. Somebody was just telling me yesterday she and her friends are draining. Everything is about them. It's just training. Every time they talk to you, you feel. I know some y'all. I'm not taking. I'm not allowing parents to take up my time on the phone anymore of these little basketball players no more, unless they pay me for my time, because they've drained me so much that on April the 9th, I had an emancipation day because it was draining. You have to prune your life of people that are draining. And some of you, y'all drain, and you need to ask yourself, why am I draining? Why am I being a drain in a situation? Every time you talk to somebody, you just, when you leave, when you get off the phone, you be saying, man, I hope that Negro don't call me back. And what am I bringing to this? When y'all come to this show, what you bringing to the show? When I ask people to bring a brick, any more information about our classic Black actresses that attend? I got some more Matt Gala stuff for you. Thank you. I got some for you. As soon as I go here, I'm gonna go here. How many calls have you received since April the 9th? Not many. Not many. But I feel better. But I was just thinking about, when I asked you to bring a brick, if you don't know, my sister, you probably don't know this. Callie, when I talk to people, I tell them, when you come to the Chop Shop, bring something. Just bring something. Bring yourself. Say something, comment. Just bring yourself. Just bring a brick. Folks get confused. I don't have nothing, Robert. I said, just bring your whole self. Make a commitment to fix all the things and all your lifelong journey. And you're trying to bring a little more perfection in your process. But sometimes we got to fix this stuff in our character. It's people come on here and be mad at me because all I'm doing, and send me a long ass email. All I'm doing is just giving you the raw information. You don't, and people get mad. When you come on here and make a comment, I want you to make a comment. He said, my boy, Negroes love to come to us for free, but you would pay. They know the same. Yeah. It ain't happening no more. It's all good. I mean, y'all got me. Y'all got me. I got a grandson now, so he gets my time, not y'all. So, but I was thinking about this, man. Y'all, sometimes we got to fix the things in our psyche and fix the way we see the world and come in it, and to contribute something. Every day I come on this show, I know I'm contributing something. You know how I know? I'm getting the emails, I'm getting the texts, I'm getting the people saying, thank you, Robert. So I just want everybody to contribute something. If you can't contribute, text the show, share the show to people. Do me a favor, share the show. We should have millions of people watching the show. It's no show like this that allow y'all to come and participate on the show. You're part of the show. And if it's your silence, that's good enough. But don't bring harm to the Chop Shop. Y'all, I got some people, some haters that watch the show and they don't pop up on the screen, but they know everything that's been said on the show. Because this is every time we talk, this is an organic conversation where we all come up, we all trying to come up with the same conclusion. Like even Fob the other day, all I wanted him to tell me was, all I said was, y'all watch this, it's a conversation. All I asked was, I didn't know who ASAP Rocky was until he got Rihanna pregnant. That's all I said. I didn't say I didn't like him. Yo, hold up. I even had him on Monday behind me. That's him right there. I had him Monday behind me. But people don't. Hey, yeah, he this, he world renowned. I said, then I asked, how is he world renowned? And I ain't never heard of him. I've been around the world. World renowned. But they could never explain. And all I want him to do is explain to me so we can come up with the same conclusion. I wasn't talking negative about the kid. I got him. I had him. He got to be bad if I had him on in my background. I ain't say he was a bum. I said I haven't heard about him until Rihanna. And they tell me he was famous before Rihanna. Not to me. But when I say the brick is just a metaphor. When I tell you to bring a brick, I want you to bring your whole self. That's the most valuable thing that will ever exist, yourself. I want you to be you. I want Travis to be Travis. I want Travis to bring me 10 more Travises. I want Fob to bring me 10 more Fobs. I want Thad Moody. If I had 20 more Thad Moody's, boy, I'd shut this thing down. I want Catbird, my sister, to go tell everybody at her job. Y'all need to watch this because this is not just a Houston show. This show, we got people over in Japan and Germany that watch this show. I get the letters. I get the emails. You follow me? So imagine building something and the bricks don't have no straws in it. Y'all know bricks got other substances in it. And you are in the middle with your brick. And we're building. And your brick started to crumble. We 2 years in and your brick started to crumble because you didn't put no straw in your brick. See, I'm here to hold up the bricks above me. I can't crumble because the whole structure come down. You follow me? I'm talking about the Chop Shop. I'm talking about this show right now. So you can know what you're spending time looking at. This is how I feel about this show. You should want to come in and ask yourself every day, what am I by contributing. If you can't right now, it's okay. Just sit and get stronger. Make sure that you have enough straw in your brick. Let me turn some on when I tell you. Don't go nowhere. I got something. Hold on a second. Got something for you. Got something for you. Oh my God. Y'all like doing all that walking. I'm sorry. Through Central Park. In New York. You know, in New York, you know, it's fun to walk. And I was in New York. I was walking. I'm sorry about the noise. And I was walking, and my ankle started hurt when I got home. What's up, Greg? But Greg, I'm sitting here. I was processing today. I was thinking about, because everybody be telling me, Robert, you should have 1 million people looking at this, are following this show, and I, you know, and I'm like, the kind of work we are doing on this show may not show up for 20 years. It's like an oak tree. See, some of y'all expecting to produce fruit and shade and firewood overnight. No. And see, we don't have the momentum of patience to know that things take time to root. See, y'all, I'm smart enough. I recognize the 400-year assault on our psyche and our memory and our ancient morality. I recognize it. I promise. I see it every day. It's going to take longer than the 6 or 7 years we've been. Shows like this didn't exist 7 years ago. And the Chop Shop and the Boom Boom Room, and y'all, it means something. It means something to me when I walk up to the airport and somebody make a declaration about something and talk about the Chop Shop, and it wasn't even here 7 years ago. Some people out there fired up about this space. Some of y'all just, man, let me see what these Negroes got to say today. And I know who y'all are, but it's okay. But interesting games last night in the NBA. I'm going to talk about them. But I saw something. I got to share it with you. 2 stories. Guys, I'm going to share. Dad Moody asked me, what you asked Dad? You said, any more information about the classy Black actresses that attend? You know what? I'm gonna go another. I'm gonna go another. I'm gonna show you some things I saw at the Met Gala that I haven't had a chance to share. I'm probably gonna be talking about the Met Gala for a while, y'all. So we all gonna have to hold up a minute. Share the show, everybody. Yes, in reality, it is history. Absolutely, this show is history. Black history. Yes. Thank you for understanding that, Travis. Some people just, oh, that's just by Robert and Jimmy. But if you don't know the purpose of a thing, you're prone to abuse it. But watch this. I saw something. It kind of got me a little bit. Watch this.
I'm looking forward to seeing Lewis Hamilton. I'm looking forward to seeing Lewis Hamilton.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reason I introduced that young man to this show a few years back, a lot of people called me and said, Robert, thank you. I've introduced Formula One to a lot of friends of mine. Now we're meeting each other, going around, going to Formula One races. It all started, I think, I saw something about him. Gayle King was interviewing him, talking about Lewis Hamilton. and he was talking about that young girl. I forgot that actress name, but they asked her what's the most exciting thing that she wanted to see in the Met Gala that night. She said, "I just want to see Lewis Hamilton, the young black man from England who was a go-kart driver when he was young. Drove go-karts. His dad used to work 5, 6 jobs just to make sure he can be on the go-kart circuit. And brilliant young man. Who dad taught him everything about racing, and in England, dad worked day and night to get him. He was getting bullied because he was the only black kid in there, in that, in that space, and he was getting bullied. His dad got him karate and self-defense lessons so he can protect himself, and he grew up to be the best driver in the history of the sport. 7-time champion. Should have had an 8, but they cheated him out of it. They didn't want him to break this other guy's record. They cheated him out of his 8th championship. And by the power structure, because you got to remember, he's still the only black driver. And but if you go look him up, Lewis Hamilton, he got so many initiatives that he's doing. He got the Initiative 44, Mission 44, where he's training young black students in the STEM area so they can become engineers and things that work on these cars and work in this industry, because he got to the industry. He want the industry to be more diverse, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Um, but he said something the other night. He tweeted 3 year what's what 2021. He came to the Met Gala. He bought a table because he had some young black designers that he was talking to. They couldn't afford to come to the Met Gala. It's $350,000 for a table, and what else? $75,000 just to get in. So these young inspiring artists, they couldn't afford that. And what he did, he bought a table to put all of them there. And he also invited Sha'Carri Richardson. Why? Because you remember she didn't make the Olympics. Everybody was down on her. She was smoking. So he said, "I'm gonna lift her up." Yeah, there is a difference between Formula One and NASCAR. Thank you. Thank you. It's a big, 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 big difference. But Shanquetta, Sha'Carri Richardson, he brought her along. She back now. She's coming back. Now she's one of the co-chair of the event this year. But they was asking questions, and ASAP Rocky. Let me see that ASAP Rocky said something the other day. Watch this.
What do you love most about black women?
Whoop! Shit. Whoop! I love my black woman. Yeah! You about to get me in trouble. You got me fucked up.
You love most.
But Lewis Hamilton, whose mother is white, whose stepmother is white, he tweeted this out. He put on his Instagram the other day. He said, "You can't speak of black dandyism, black art, or black aesthetics without honoring the black women who shaped, nurtured, and redefined it all." This boy's mom is white. This boy's stepmom is white. He said, "This year, my intention was to," y'all Google him. Y'all can be Googling him as we talk. He said, "This year, my intentions was to uplift and be surrounded by some of the black women whose brilliance moves me. Artists, thinkers, visionaries who carry history and possibility in everything they do. So at my table, I invited Lauren Hill, Regina King, Jordan Castell, Ming Smith, Adrian Warren, Diane Detweiler, Lauren Simpson, and Radkika, Rashika Jones, Rashika Jones to my table this year. He said, "Thank you all for your presence, your power, and the gift you so generally share with the world. I'm deeply grateful to have shared this evening with you." Y'all, the reason I put this kind of stuff on tape, because I want our young people who come and watch this show later, that's how they thinking. That's how they thinking. That's how they thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you his outfits first. Let me show you his outfits. Let me show you. Hold up. Let me show you what he had on first at the Met. That's him. Let me make it a little bit bigger. I got to make Lou list a little bit bigger. Okay. That's his outfit. He had it on at the Met. Hold up. Let me get another part. Oh, I didn't mean to bring that one out. Bring that out last. That's how his outfit lay. But this is the young lady who made his outfit. Young black woman from England. Her name is Grace Wells Bonner. Grace Wells Bonner. Lewis sought her out. You know how we be talking. Well, said, why didn't you? We asked a black athlete. Well, why didn't y'all look for a black agent? Well, did none of them come try? No. Lewis sought her out intentionally. She's from where he's from. She's black. She's a designer. He said, from the moment I heard the theme of this gala, I knew I wanted to work with Grace. This look has taken months of research and development. Every detail has been deeply considered. There is a lot of emotion, meaning woven into this outfit I have on. This is more than a suit. This is ancestral history, stylish, spiritual, and sharp. Thank you, Grace. He sought her out. Travis, all these excuses these people give about not doing. Let me tell y'all something too. If you deal with a black business, you deal with, if they don't do you right, then shame on them. But as a black business owner, man, we got on this show. The reason I do this show the way, because I want a certain amount of excellence going on with this show. I don't want the screen all fuzzy, the sound all bad. So guess what? I go buy the best equipment. I want to buy the best. Now, I can't help it if your internet ain't good at the crib. But this young man, he continues to amaze me. He sought out Beyonce. Why? Because Beyonce broke up with Matt, dude. Her dad, as her manager. When she broke off, he said he wanted, because his dad had been his manager all his life. But it was a strain on the relationship because he said, Dad, when you come see me, I don't want to talk business all the time. I just want you to be my dad. I don't want you to be my agent no more. And he was struggling with it. So he called Beyonce. Him and Beyonce, I think Gayle King hooked it up. They hooked it up and they made the transition. Now him and his dad, if you see him at the track, now the dad is his dad. And he loves his dad. She designed it and made it. Grace Wells Bonner designed it and made it and stitched it. No, Jalen ain't had this look. Travis. Jalen ain't had this. He might have had a hat on, but it was different. It was different. Hey, Travis, from the naked eye, you might. I saw both of them. It was nothing the same. But guess what? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. No, Jalen Hurts. No. The stitching. Everything meant something. See, hold on. See, y'all finna make me, y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna show you something, man. I got to show this. I got to show this to because see you inspire me. You inspire me, Travis. Travis, whoever introduced you to this show, Travis, you inspire me, man. I'm gonna tell you why. Watch this. Cause you finna make me, you make me work, man. Cause I didn't have, I didn't do everything. I didn't want to put everything up on the screen, Travis. But guess what, man? I love it. I love it now. I love it, Travis. I love you. Cause I should have, cause I got some more stuff that he got me showing more details, and I didn't do. Where did I get? Oh, hold up. I'm sorry. I was in the wrong place. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I was in the wrong place. Hold up, Travis. Hold up, Travis. Let me see. Can I do this video? Hold up. See, Travis going. That's what I love about. See, y'all. This what I mean about bringing bricks. This what I mean. No, it wasn't that. No. This what I mean by bringing bricks, man. Travis is just amazing. Travis, hold up, man, cause I got to download something. Travis, I got to go through a cycle. But man, I just love the question that the thing that you posted. Jalen Hurts look like that, boy. I just got, what's up, Dougie Jones? What's up? Hey, man, tell me ain't there something happening soon, Doug? You hung up on me the other day. I want to cuss you out, but I ain't gonna do like that. You hung up on your homeboy the other day. You was busy. I know you got your dozens and all that going on. But I got some stuff, y'all. I'm just trying to show y'all the stuff that goes into doing this, man. Let me see. Hold up, man. Let me see. Let me see what did they download. It's just so much stuff went into this, man. It wasn't. Let me see. Can I help you right now? Let me just see. Oh no, I didn't do that right. Hold up. Get back to where I was, Rob. Go back to where you was, Robert. No, don't do me like that. Let me see. Let me just see. I messed up. I think I messed up. Let me see that I messed up. Let me see that I mess up. Oh, okay. They just not popping up yet. Okay. Let's see. Hold up. See. Boy, I love y'all. When you push me like this, you're pushing the envelope, Doug. And old Rob be trying to deliver, Doug. Okay, okay. Did it go there though? Hold up, Doug. Did I capture it? I'm trying to see that I captured it, y'all. That's all. Because you have to capture these moments. And did I capture it? No, it ain't captured yet. Well, maybe later. But it's a lot of stuff went into this thing. And maybe it'll capture a little bit later. It's just doing some stuff now. It's going through some right now. The NFL has some guys with some nice outfits. The NFL has some guy who in the NFL had a nice outfit. I didn't see. I didn't see a guy with Lewis who had a bunch of symbolism. That's what we talking about. Uh, uh, Fob, Fob, don't you know the last 20 minutes? That's what I've been talking about. Lewis Hamilton. That man said Lewis had a bunch of symbolism in his suit as well. Fob, you might have been busy, but that's who I've been talking about. Lewis Hamilton. That's who I've been talking about. Russell Wilson was dead sharp. But Russell Wilson was so sharp, he was sharp, but his wife just blew that little stuff out the water. Russell Wilson was dressed like he got inspired from what's the name of that movie? Harlem Nights. Harlem Nights. That was a good one. That was a good one. But man, I cannot believe this stuff ain't. I guess this stuff my cycle. I mean yeah, it ain't letting me it ain't letting me download that stuff. Let me hold up, y'all. You know I hate to lose. You know I hate to lose now. Watch this. Hold on. Hold on. Cause I want you to know what I'm talking about. I really want you to know what I'm talking about. So if I don't use that one, let me try this one. And maybe they'll do it better and quicker. Let me try it. One more time. This is my last time. I just hate that people think they done got me beat. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. What are they doing to me? Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Can I get this one? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Hold up. Yes. Got one. Got one. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to show you things that you probably couldn't just see just a second ago. Watch this. Y'all know I'm not going to quit. Look at that. Yo, this girl ain't playing. This Grace Wells Bonner, she ain't playing no games with these people. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I got something else for you. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. That's a pic. Let me download that photo. Download that photo for me. Hold on. Grace Wells ain't playing. Grace ain't playing no games, y'all. Y'all might be playing, but Grace ain't playing. Hold on. See, she has something else. So a lot of thought went into this. I want this Met Gala thing. It was a big deal, y'all. Got one more thing trying to download. I'll wait on that one. But those are things that going on. It might so to a guy like that love fashion, like me, it just blow me away. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, it ain't. Let's see. Oh yeah, look. So that's what you was sewing on the coat. Yeah, Andre 3000 had a 3000 had a piano on his back. But Pharrell, y'all, I'm trying to find this one more thing that they ain't giving it to me yet. It ain't downloaded yet. They showed something else on him. What's this? Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try this. Not the same thing. Oh, the same thing. Same thing. That's the same thing. I'm trying to choose something else. But that's all, y'all. I just wanted to share that with y'all. Because some of it we need. It's all right for us to just. We more than athletes. It's all fine. This Lewis is an athlete. He's a Formula One race driver. One of the best ever. He the Michael Jordan of Formula One. Let me get some of this stuff because I don't want my thing to be lagging. Let me get some of this stuff off the screen because I don't want. Yeah, you can quit all of that. Yes, quit that. But where else is that? Where was that? before I got there. But I want to switch subjects because I saw something. Because I think Jimmy might come on in a minute. But I saw something that was unique, ladies and gentlemen. I saw something. Let me see. Let me go in my. First of all, I'm gonna go down and talk about because y'all done got me off everything. Got a question for you. Is Bronson the most popular athlete in New York right now? Is Bronson the most? Okay, y'all can put it on the screen. And let's see. Got another one for you. I did not like this, y'all. It's some stuff. I'm gonna show y'all. People always ask me why I don't like going to games. And here's why.
Security! Help! Help! Get them out! Get this man out! Get this man out now! Get this man out right now! Get this
Ladies and gentlemen, that ain't no energy that I want to match. This happened outside. That's why I don't like it, but I found some, y'all. I saw some. Speaking of the Met in fashion, do you remember Willie Smith, founder of Willie Wear, the late fashion designer? I remember him. Had a few shirts from his. I remember him. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. But ladies and gentlemen, I saw something, y'all, and I thought about LeBron and Kyrie will be probably making their 11th straight finals if not for this reporter.
Kristen called LeBron a great father after the Chicago game. What? Yes, he did.
Great father. Oh, a great father.
Father.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, my bad. I interpreted that complete wrong.
Okay.
I thought you said it was a great father to him. I was like, what?
Called him a great father. So
Yeah.
what type of parental role has he played for you and your teammates, LeBron?
Oh, okay. So you. Yeah. Parental role. Honestly, I'm. He's. I don't know how to really answer that question. He's been a great leader for us. I have one father. That's my dad, Drederick Irving. But for us, in terms of learning the nuances of the game and also how to win on the court and also how to carry ourselves off the court, I feel like he's been a great influence in that role.
Kristen called LeBron a great father.
Did y'all get that? Before I go any further, did y'all understand what happened? She asked LeBron, asked him, some other player talking about LeBron is a father figure. And that's the kid that said, you can't son me. I got a daddy. Right? Did y'all see that? Or do y'all need to hear it again? Do some people, because I want y'all to get this before we get out of here. Doug, I need y'all to get this before we get out of here. It's unique. So unique. If this probably don't happen, Kyrie and LeBron would have still been on the same team. If only, let me see if anybody come in. Ain't nobody. Did y'all get this? Oh, you did. Well, I'll just move on then. If only that reporter knew the story about the things Drederick Irvin went through raising Kyrie. That reporter got to look up Drederick Irving losing his wife and his 9/11 story. Ladies and gentlemen, This guy was telling a story about a friend of his. Telling a friend of his, he said, my friend name is Dredrick Irving. He was the highest scorer in the history of BU, Boston U. He graduated, Dredrick Irving, talking about Kyrie's dad, and 3 NBA teams were looking at him. He said he had moved out to LA, but when he came back to the New York area, he came back and he saw Derek walks in wearing a Hertz rental car shirt. And he said his heart dropped. And he said that's his first time realizing that in life, ladies and gentlemen, things don't work out. Don't be hating on nobody. He done fell off because he went and got a job. You know how we do. Sometimes life stuff don't work out. He said he saw that with his friend. He said, like, wow. He said, yeah. Jedrick said, yes. This Kyrie's dad said, yeah, I work for Hertz. I didn't get picked up by those teams. And I might go play in Australia. You follow me? Man, these reporters these days just ask any kind of question. That's why I tell y'all, mainstream media ain't mainstream no more. But that Dredrick said, I might go to Australia, right? He goes to Australia, had the same girlfriend he had at BU, and he marries her. He's playing basketball, Dredrick, Kyrie's daddy, in Australia. And he had a daughter and a son. So Kyrie was born in Australia, right? And he was just playing basketball to pay the bills. And he still kept the dream alive. His wife was not feeling well. And he gets a phone call that she died at the hospital. She had this rare disease and she passed away. Although all of this is, through all of this, he's still teaching his son basketball. Then his son got to be pretty good. See, y'all, this is why I didn't let them people turn me against Kyrie. When he posted something that Jeff Bezos had on his Amazon, they didn't make Jeff Bezos take it off Amazon, but the NBA want to get mad at Kyrie for posting it on his Instagram or his Twitter. Son started to get pretty good at basketball. So he was like, let me go back to Jersey and the New York area so I can get to a good program. And he went to St. Anthony's. So he gets his son into a good basketball program. And he takes a job at Reuters, Reuter, Reuters, in the World Trade Center, which was in the World Trade Center. And his son started to get really good at basketball. And he goes to work one day. One day, he walks in about 8:57 in the building, in the lobby. Y'all, this was in 2001 when the plane hit the building. Dredrick got out, he survived, he gets out of the building, and he survived. He gets reunited with his children. If he waits a little longer, he'd be in there and his two kids would have been on their own. Kyrie's life would have changed. He gets out of the building, he gets reunited with his kids. And his son winds up going from high school He starts getting interested from colleges. And he goes with his son to see Coach K at Duke. They walk into the office in the meeting. On TV, Coach K had Dredrick playing in the highlights, playing BYU against Duke. These coaches are brilliant. 1988, senior year, BU was ahead at halftime. BU almost pulled off an upset in the tournament, but they lost to Duke. But Dredrick, Kyrie's dad, played great. His son, Kyrie, saw this and was like blown away that Coach K remembers his dad. Hell of a story, y'all. And he said, listen, watch this. And he said, listen, a lot of kids, Coach K said, are interested in coming to Duke. But if you anything like that man I remember competing against us, and if your character is like his, Duke wants you. Let me repeat that. Coach K told Kyrie, it's a lot of kids want to come to Duke. But if you are anything like your daddy, I remember competing against him. And if your character is like his, Duke wants you. So he goes to Duke. He gets hurt. I can't tell you no story. John Henson trying to hook me up with it. Never forget it. Talk to him on the phone and everything. But he comes back for the tournament and he takes them all the way to the Sweet 16. Y'all, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you this again. I've told you a million times on this show. I've never seen a high school player that advanced than any other player. I've never seen a penny one like this in high school. I've never seen a high school player just dominate. He wasn't 6'8". He was the same size he is now. But it looked like it was a man playing against little boys. I'll never forget it. I said, how did this boy get this good this quickly? Dunking on him. Just everything. See, y'all don't see him doing it, but in high school. But I was thinking about it. Kyrie come back and take him all through the Sweet 16, and then he gets drafted by the NBA. And he ended up living the dream that his father couldn't. His father couldn't. It's Kyrie Irving, man. So if you want to know why Kyrie, y'all feel he has some histories, it's issues. Personally, unless you know what it's like to lose your mama overnight at 10 years old, then I don't know if you should have a conversation about that. That's why I always take up for him. The Dallas Mavericks. And then soon as he got his new shoe deal with Anthem, his first signature athlete that Kyrie signed was his father. Power. Nike cut him loose after the video thing. Nike cut him loose because they said, okay, we'll take Ja. Did y'all hear what I said? The man signed with a new shoe deal with his first signature athlete with his dad. It marks the first time in a pro sport a player has signed his dad to a signature shoe deal. Never happened. And the media, he said, I thought he was 4 years when he passed. Nothing like that. This marked the first time. Media tried hard to do away with Kyrie. But this is why you give people grace and stop being so damn judgmental. Everybody out here trying to find their path in life, and you never know what people have gone through. This is why Kyrie Irving got mad when the reporters asked if LeBron was a father figure to him. It's a freaking insult to the greatest damn father in the world. He only has one father, but that is his actual father. That what makes me love Kyrie even more, especially knowing his dad was the first athlete of his shoe line. If he don't get hurt this year, him and Anthony Davis and Derek Lively, all of them, man, they be in this damn playoffs right now, playing today, tonight. Care what nobody say. Why? Probably one of the most misunderstood and misjudged point guards in this generation. But every time I saw that video, it made me think about it, man. Do y'all realize what I said? Travis, anybody else there? Your son's so great, he go sign a deal, and he go sign you as his first signature athlete. Because he felt his daddy should have been there. I got a question. A G League combine this weekend. Willie Jones, I'm telling you, we so quick to be judgment. Man, we got to chill out just a little bit. But y'all, last night, someone mentioned to me the Celtics choking. I said this should be more about the Knicks storyline than the Celtics. But sometimes, I have to take a step back and ask about the choking. What is choking? I also have to ask the question about decision making. I saw some last night. What was I? On that final possession. Can I take y'all? Can I take y'all some through the final possession? Talk to me. Let me see that tape. Let me talk to y'all.
The floor, they are a plus 21 with Robinson in.
I'm gonna play the final two possessions. I want you to see something.
Robinson back on the floor. They are a plus 21 with Robinson in. Tatum right to the hole.
Now watch.
They're not going to use the timeout.
It's the same thing. Pushing the ball.
Plenty of time here.
But he should have kept going to the right. Because Drew Holiday, right, let me go where I'm at. Drew Holiday right here, is going to flatten out and take Jalen on down to the corner.
Tatum. Robinson's on him. Tatum maneuvering. Oh, the ball knocked away. Robinson back on the floor.
The Celtics ran the exact same play that created the dunk a few minutes ago. But on the second play, the Knicks were more physical. And with Hartford screening and Mitchell Robinson was able to contain the drive. add in some amazing help on defense from Bridges and OG. And man said Brown was wide open. Yeah. Let me take another look at that one, though. Let's take a look.
Robinson back on the floor. They're a plus 21 with Robinson in. Tatum right to the hole! They're not going to use the timeout. Plenty of time here. It's Tatum. Robinson's on him. Tatum maneuver.
Brown was not open, man. Brown wasn't wide open, man. Brown had to be wide open right there. Not right here. Not right here. He can't see him. He tried to get it back to him. He couldn't. He got 3 men around him, Travis. That's why I tell you to got to look at the game just a little bit harder, y'all. He was not open. He had to be open right when he came here. But the man is out on him right there, so he was not open. So he went a little bit deeper. He went deep. He's not open. He's not open. Mikal Bridges is right in the passing lane. He's not open, Travis, did you play basketball? He's not open, baby. Watch this. Still not open. I'm going to go a little further. Still not open. He hoping now, but when he tried to get it back to him, what? It's a deflection. So he was not open. He tried to get it back. Off-balance shot, got deflected. So don't say like what he did. He got in. He over committed. No, White shouldn't.
21 with Robinson in.
That was too crowded over there. Hold up. Go back up. It's too crowded over there. You got 3 men trying to operate the same, and it's wide open over here. That's why did I tell y'all? I wish he had went to the opposite side. Cause look, he taking. I ain't got to deal with. I'd rather go over here and deal with Jalen Brunson than go over there and deal with all that length over there. I'm coming to the right where Jalen Brunson is. No, I don't think he made up his mind to shoot. He didn't realize Mitchell Robinson was gonna play that good a defense on his ass. I can't. Watch this. Look, I would have stayed on this side of the floor. But no, White brought his ass over there. Okay.
Robinson on him.
There ain't nobody on that side of the floor because White came over there.
Tatum and
now, I think he should have gave him an up fake right there. Then you have more room instead of going in the corner. He should have made the move, whatever move he was going to make, he should have made it right there. Gave them, all he had to do was show the ball. Everybody was going to jump. God, I hate that. But y'all, you know what? I was thinking about something. The most points scored in the fourth quarter of this postseason. Can anybody tell me who it is? In this postseason, the most points scored in the fourth quarter. I know Gary. Not Gary. I know Thaddeus Moody gonna get that one. Bad coaching. You can't take that time. You can't take that time out home. Does you no good. I wouldn't say Gary, it was a bad coaching. I just ran that same play. And I didn't use a timeout. All the times you don't need no timeout. Because if you take a timeout, Gary, you give Tom Thibodeau a chance to set his defense. No, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. Blaming a coach, talking about you can't take everybody take timeouts home with them. Everybody. The screen should have been set flat, yes. Could have been. Y'all, it ain't had nothing to do with coaches. That had to do with players. Dude, them dudes lost 2 20-point leads. I tried to tell y'all keep talking about, man, they was up 20, they all went. Y'all, it's different. Ain't no 20-point. You got to beat somebody by 30 like them boys last night to make sure these teams won't come back. But I asked the question, who in this postseason, the most points scored in the fourth quarter? I know y'all Googling. Just give me a guess. In this playoffs, who has scored the most points in the fourth quarter in the postseason? Oh, you done played against me. Okay. Damn, Travis, how many times you done played with? Oh my God, I know when you played with me, you won. I don't know about if you played against me. He said, I'm not a Knicks fan, but I like the energy. Oh, absolutely. Again, 20 points is nothing with a shot clock. Do anybody know who scored the most points in the fourth quarter? What player, Travis, what player has scored the most points in the fourth quarter in the postseason? What player? I said who. I guess y'all thought, what individual player? What individual player has scored the most points in the fourth quarter in the whole postseason? Thank you. Jalen Brunson. He scored 86 points in the fourth quarter. Do you know who the next person next to him is? Russell and Brandon Weefall. Guess who is number 2? Somebody give me a number 2. Brunson was easy. Lori told y'all the New York Knicks. Hell no, Trae Young. Hell no. Who next? Somebody, Trae Young. Hell no, he ain't on the list. Steph ain't on the list. In the fourth quarter now. This is a good one. Let me see. Jimmy Butler ain't on the list. Steph ain't on the list. Nikola Jokic, he's number 6. 43 points, he's number 6. Jamal Murray, that Doug Jones make me sick. Jamal Murray, number 2, 46 points. Jokic got 43 points. Who third? Who third? Hell no, Westbrook ain't on it. Hell no, Westbrook ain't on it there. Keep going. Tina, give me another one, Tina. Come on, y'all. Y'all too good. Come on, give me some more names. In the whole playoffs now. That postseason. There's some teams that's out of it. Y'all Jordan who? Man, what are you talking about? I said this postseason, man. That man said Jordan. Hell no, LeBron ain't on no list. Ant-Man, number 3. Right. Tatum, number 5. Now y'all cooking with ice cream. Now, I need number 7, number 8, number 9 right now. Kawhi, hell no. SGA, no, he don't hit nothing. He usually be out of the game. Now SGA him. Luka, hell no. I got number 7, number 8, number 9. Boy, I like them. Lori, you should have this one. Come on, y'all. I got 3 names. Tina. Tina. Y'all say y'all give up. Hell. Ant-Man was number 3. Van Fleet, no sir. I'm gonna give them to you because y'all going to y'all. You ain't that far away. But it's number 7 is no, not Halliburton. Number 7 is Cade Cunningham. Number 8 is Mikal Bridges. Lori, I thought you was gonna get that one. And number 9 is Donovan Mitchell. Brown ain't on there. Ain't no damn Brown on there. Cade, yeah. You know what I thought about something? Some things you just can't quantify statistically. Tina, Why is the Boston Celtics, they can have a 20-point lead, and in the back of everybody's mind, there's an inevitability and a sentiment of doom. If we don't get it to 30, we're going to lose. That's how Boston thinking now. It feels like right now the Knicks they living rent-free, got real estate, however y'all want to talk, in the heads of the Celtics. Y'all, I promise you, I sit there and saw it. I saw them walking them down. I'm sitting there saying, they finna walk them down. And that real estate, even at the final buzzer, Boston might look around and say, we sure we won? Were we up by enough? Y'all, don't y'all know this gonna carry over? Doug, that is the damage that is felt. Like it was coming through the TV screen last night. Y'all, I got the question. What my boy Jason Tatum is thinking about? Is he thinking about these things? Y'all, this man had a wide open 3 in the corner. Al Horford was under the basket with, what's my kid from Villanova? The little wild ass, the Villanova kid, not Tatum, the other one, Josh Hart. Josh Hart fell down. And Jada still shot a 3 and missed it. All he had to do is come to the hole. If Josh come up, he give it to Al. They had a 2-on-1 up under the basket. And he missed it and his head got down. I said, damn. Because in game 1, in game 2, Jason ain't averaging but 18 points a game. His percentage, about 20% from the 3. I mean, it's terrible. Mitchell Robinson is lurking at the rim. The New York Nets were written off as championship continues midway through the season and even toward the end of the regular season. And yeah, and it was some validity to it because they were playing terrible and justification to it. The Celtics, in their own way, they so hell-bent on winning their way. I know, man, but basketball instincts got to take over some. But they have been winning a lot of games like that, though. But you got to make shots. Yo, they losing by 1 and 2 points. And then did all this now. So they ain't that bad. Do y'all know the Knicks were 0 for the field of elite teams this year in the NBA? Where there was the Thunder, they was getting their head tore off all year by the Thunder. Thunder won every game against them. The Cavaliers won every game against them. The Celtics won every game against them. The Lakers did too. The Knicks were 0 wins against all of them. So why would you give them any equity in a championship conversation? Boston had this problem the year before. They won the chip, blowing big leads at home. Boston do play better on the road, though. He said their coach to look for threes late in the game. Those legs aren't fresh. Gary. You telling me two of the best players in the world are coached to look for threes? Gary Smith, you telling me two of the best players in the world that don't have to shoot no three if they don't want to, and the coach ain't gonna say nothing. You ain't taking them out the game. That's a decision of them. They ain't coached to do that. That is, excuse me, I don't care about Boston's philosophy. If you are a basketball player trying to win a basketball game, you ain't coached to do. Great players ain't coached, man. Great players, great, you giving too much credit. LeBron is the coach. Joker, I'm gonna show you the coach. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you. Y'all, you want to talk about coaches? What Joker at?
Nikola Jokic has won 3 of the last 4 MVP awards. This was a very animated Joker during the time.
But Denver have a
I'll
philosophy.
tell you, great teams, championship teams.
The
Nikola
philosophy
Jokic
is
has
the
won
best
3 of the
players.
last 4 MVP awards.
The best players do what they do. The MVPs of the playoffs. The MVPs of the finals. Gary, I don't want to hear about no philosophy. Those guys got the option to do what the hell they want to do. Got nothing to do with philosophy. When you get the best player, no. Hey, I'm going to Harris to get unbelievable. Hold on. Y'all, you know what? I got some rotten ass friends. They got this cheesecake place out in LA called Harriet's. It's black owned. They got the best cheesecake on the planet. And somebody gonna call me and tell me I'm going to get me a slice. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are great players. That term ain't loose. Jason Tatum and Jalen Green are championship MVP players. That means grace. That means greatness. You're talking about this era. These players can play in any era. Talk to a guy old enough to be in a few of them eras. Them dudes that can play back in this era and the next. What I'm trying to tell you is like I told somebody when they was complaining about the coaching, when Bel Air drew up a play and Sheldon Henderson didn't get the ball. And I said, Sheldon, you all everything. Go get the damn ball. Forget the play. What's going to happen to you? That's what great players do. Now, if you saying whether or not mentally these guys know who they are, so sometimes people don't know who they are. But Jason Tatum shooting a 3 from the corner, and what's the boy name? Josh Hart was trying to front Al Horford, and they the only two on that side of the floor. And Al Horford knocked his little ass down, and Jason Tatum still shot a 3 instead of taking his big ass, 7-foot ass in there and dunking on that little boy. I don't know, baby. I don't know. That's a good one. Damn, Jimmy, you came in mighty late, buddy. I was finna finish this thing a while. But let me get you in here.
And what the hell happened to them damn NBA games last night? 2 shockers, wasn't it, boy?
No, the second one, no shocker.
What you mean?
They just, Jimmy, a lot of teams been getting beat by 40 this year.
But you predicted, we both predicted Boston. You predicted Denver. I told you that.
I wanted Denver to win. See, y'all predicted. I want Denver to win.
No, that was one game. We went last night.
Yeah.
Last night. And
I didn't predict I said I wanted them to win. I don't like OKC. Let me repeat. I want OKC to lose anything. So it wasn't a shocker to me. They better win one. They ain't shit one shit else.
Yeah, but that was a statement there. They got on them dudes early and just kept compounding.
A statement for what? Jimmy, what does that game do? Tell me what that game do.
What it does is,
what's the score? 1-1.
No. Understand. In the course of that beatdown, that was a total beatdown. And what that does is it increases the confidence of not only the players, but the gamblers as well, which is a big component of underlying or undercurrent. It has nothing directly to do with basketball, but it does happen to do with the viewership and with the numbers that feed into these contracts.
There ain't nobody talking about no viewership and numbers and all that.
What do you mean? What do you mean? If it wasn't for these new numbers,
man.
But that's the game. But in the course of it, it leads to this other stuff that goes into this $70-something billion contract that the NBA has. Is as a result, because if more people may feel compelled to lay that money down on OKC in Game 3, as opposed to being hesitant in Game 2. This is a part of the business. That's the new now. Same thing in Indiana. Same thing in New York. A lot of the gambling, it increases the confidence of anybody who was reluctant after Game 1 to lay money on OKC. So and that we're talking about that stuff moves the needle. But now, as far as the game, if you're a fan,
gambling moving the needle.
Yes, it moves the needle. Hell, there's one person on the average. There's people that have never gambled.
So all we got to do is just look for the gambling. Then forget the playoffs. Just look at the gambling. Don't even watch the game. Just watch the gambling.
No, the gambling does for the NBA. Those are the TV, the portals. Those portals pay money in advance for 10-year deals, and they got to go and recoup their money from any way they can. The NBA got that money already from that agreement.
What are you talking about, Jimmy? I don't understand what are you talking about? We talking about a basketball game last night.
If everybody stopped gambling tomorrow, so I'm going to read it backwards to you. If everybody just stopped gambling for a whole month, know what would happen? That means it would retract the market. So that means now the next deal that the NBA get for portals, streaming services, gambling portals, whatever it may be, Yahoo, YouTube, whatever the stuff is on, then the next one is going to be lower. So that means more people. That's good for the game. When you see that right there, when you see Indiana beating up on it, that means somebody now, like, you know what, man, I'm gonna go bet on this next game. Some people out there watching right now that's gonna watch one of the commercials one day that Charles Barkley or LeBron or somebody in, and they're gonna FanDuel or whatever, and they're gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna try it one day. I'm gonna try it, and that's what those things do. So what that does is they feed the beast. That's what I'm saying. So it's not gonna do it with no, it's not rigged, Travis Lynch. We're not talking about that. We talking about those people that pay. That do you understand? Y'all go Google the NBA contract deal. Since you understand what I'm saying, go Google and see how much it is for the next 10 years that they have, and they have to share those revenues per the collective bargaining agreement. They got to share 51-48% split, and then that dictates stuff, that projected money. So that's what I'm saying. So if it's got more ways, there's going to be more ways for the NBA to make money the next time in the near future. That's just one pack of deals they got. It's going to be other stuff that's going to come. So that's the thing. Here's reading this right here. Reading some of the comments. Oh, absolutely. Now back to regarding that beatdown, that's what it was. It was a beatdown. And bottom line is, not many people saw a beatdown like that coming. A win, yes, but a beatdown like that. That was wow. That was like, man. And so now all eyes turn to tonight. It's only one game on the docket, and that's Golden State, Minnesota, Part 2, Game 2. And of course, the Steph Curry news, and it's funny to me. It's like how, that was definitely a hamstring, and I guess they had to wait officially till the MRI was done before they, jumped out there on the ledge. But he's definitely
was grabbing his hamstring, Jim.
Yeah, but remember they said at first the first release that came out was Steph Curry is out for Game 2. Then it took another.
Jimmy, did you see the game? All through the game, they was talking about it as a hamstring injury.
Absolutely. But then the first release, that's what I'm saying. So why in the first release?
Who released it? What was the first release?
The team release. It was a team release that went on the ticker. They said per the Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry is out is out for Game 2. Then
but that don't mean they didn't say nothing about. But we knew it was. I knew it was a hamstring injury.
Then they came back because the MRI was the next morning. They came back and they said Steph Curry's out for at least a week. And so that consumes 3 games. So that means what I'm saying is anybody that knew Hammy, they knew damn well we ain't talking about, because at first you're thinking Game 1. Here's once again, Hal, for people that's watching that TV ticker and they're just not without understanding of the nature of that injury. They're saying, okay, Steph Curry out Game 2. He out Game 1, but it's a possibility he can come at Game 3. Let me lay another $1,000 on Game 3. Steph will be back.
Man, you in this gambling, God, dog.
It's out there. It's
that's
real.
how you look at the game. Everybody don't look at the game like that.
Listen
to me. No. Everybody, I don't look at the game like that. People in my sphere of influence, we don't look at the game like that. So you look at the game like that. I don't look at the game like that in gambling. Because if I look at the game like that in gambling, I would never look at it.
Guess what? Guess what? Then now there's a whole cult and a whole block of people in society that
but
don't
why
necessarily.
Are you talking about it? You a gambler? Why are we trying to talk about the competition on the floor? And everything is coming back to gambling, man. All I'm trying to do, Stephen Curry pulled up at lane. He grabbed the back of his, I done had one, and grabbed the back of his arm, and back his leg, and they said, why we got to worry about the report that came from show me the report. I don't know the report. Everything I've seen and heard that he had a hamstring and he had to get an MRI the next morning. That's all. MRI the next morning. So he got the MRI. It's a grade 1 sprain. Shams came over and said it's a grade 1 sprain. He never had a soft tissue injury. He had one of groin here in 2018, and they just want to see how he is going. What is gambling? I just don't see how you got gambling out of that.
Because once again, gamblers, Howard, you're not a gambler. Gamblers read the injury
I don't want to hear
reports,
about no gambler.
But that's the whole thing. You just asked. You just said, why did I bring it up? So I'm telling you why I brought it up.
You talking to the gamblers right now.
I'm talking to all the gamblers. You damn right. And there's a lot of gamblers out there. There's a whole lot. That's more than ever, more than the history of mankind. People betting on sports right now because you have the electronic devices that you can do it with and apps. So what I'm saying is, those people rely, a lot of the novices rely on intel, injury reports, who's going to play, who's sick, who ate bad food, who got the shits, who whatever.
Jimmy, the gamblers already know that. So why are you telling the gamblers something they already know?
I just said there's novices, that people that's probably for the first time, they're going to see that they saw that report, he's out for game 3, not understanding that then they came and said game week.
Well, then, Jimmy, they got to go to the next game. Game 3 ain't got here yet.
They might have laid the money on game 3 when they saw the report, thinking that he was going to be, it's wishful thinking. Oh, he'll be back for game 3. Not knowing no better. Some people just live in la-la land like that.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Some I don't.
Now, speaking of the 1 week thing, how long you really think Steph Curry gonna be out?
I don't know. I don't know because different people react different. Jimmy, the hamstring is the worst injury he could have had.
Exactly.
The worst injury that anybody could have because it's so unpredictable. Because you can get it, because you're going to have the propensity to hurt it again. Very easy. It's not like an ankle. You just bat through it. Hamstring like a... But one thing I saw, he ran to the locker room. He kept running. Either his ass got a high tolerance for pain, or he doped up, or whatever the hell, because ain't nowhere in the world. And it's according to it, if it's down near the knee, it's worse. If it's up near the middle of the muscle, it's easier to work out. So we ain't found that out yet. So it's gonna be some things. But guess what? He was up at shoot around this morning, but he wasn't shooting. He was just passing the ball. I would think his ass would be somewhere rehabbing or laying his ass down, let somebody massage that thing up out of there. I don't know. He's standing up. And I don't know, maybe they know more than me, but I know Nico and them just fired every last one of their sports. Dallas just fired every last one of their sports performers because the way they handled Derek Lively in his comeback. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I just hate, and that's why y'all gotta understand. Stephen Curry, he bust out crying the other night. He was crying. This man, 37 years old, man. This might be the last time he ever get this close. So it's a lot of stuff been going. That's what I like to talk about, the game. I ain't talking about no fucking gamblers. I don't care about no gamblers. I'm caring about a player that done put this much in the game and them damn wild-ass Houston Rockets done ran him to death and then beat him to death, and then he come and have this injury in the game. That's who I'm blaming.
So
I'm blaming them wild-ass, the twin, wild-ass Dylan Brooks, and wild-ass Fred VanVleet. That's what I'm blaming.
They the one, okay.
That's what I'm telling you. Let me tell you, the man ran 2 miles in a game.
Steve Kerr don't get no blame for playing him all the minutes, right?
No.
Okay, so see, he played him all the minutes. That man, the game you're referring to is Game 7 of the Houston Rockets. That's the most running that Steph Curry has done in a single game in his life.
Yeah.
In his life, he ran 1.9 miles.
Yeah.
According to the data, 1.9 miles in that 2 hours.
And I don't blame Steve Kerr.
You don't blame Steve Kerr?
No.
Okay.
And just like I didn't blame him for sitting Jason Tatum's sorry ass on that bench in the Olympics. Because after last night, this play he just pulled last night, I see why Steve Kerr kept him on the bench. But
well, you know what though? It's still an incomplete.
I'm talking about last night, man. That's all I'm talking about.
It's still incomplete because Tatum still has a chance to redeem himself.
As of right now, for the gamblers, for the gamblers.
Yeah,
Can a gambler get a bet that he gonna redeem himself?
Well, they
Can
got
I
all
get that bet?
they got props for everything now.
Give
I'm
me,
quite
give me.
sure.
Hey, I ain't got no app. Tell me. I heard you can't do it in Houston.
You can't do what?
You can't bet. You got to get somebody else to bet for you. You can't bet on the app in Houston. Somebody told me.
I don't know. There's a couple of guys that confess to be gamblers on there. No, that's not.
They have to use somebody else to bet for them. Yes. Yes. That's what they told me. I go and do gamble every day.
How would the app know where you are unless you click your setting?
The app, it's not gonna work until you got the settings. The app know. How you think they know where the damn football players be in the locker room betting? How you know they can't be on the facility? The app gonna tell you. He said, I know of an app. Okay. But them apps gonna tell you where your ass. I'm telling you, I think it's illegal in Texas though. That's what the dude told me. He said, but I got ways of getting my bets across.
Well, there you go then. But everybody that bets laying good money, damn sure know. I know a couple. I even know guys on the street that the bookies on the streets.
Hey man, hold up, man. I'm down with Melvin Dew. Melvin Dew, don't you ever mention Deshaun Watson name with Stephon Curry. He don't want them kind of masseuse. He need a real masseuse. He don't want, his name is not Face Towel Jr. Don't do my man like that, man. No. His wife will massage that thing for him. How about that? Apps use your location. Somebody told me the app knows where you are, but I know one that you can use. Y'all some criminals. Y'all gonna go to that penitentiary. Y'all going straight to that penitentiary.
Dude,
How can you place bets? Somebody told me. They said, Robert, I can't place it from you.
You know what? The gambling apps, and I'll tell you for real, the gambling apps is like golf to me. I know, and I'm watching around, I know how addictive it is because I've watched people around me that play golf and they're addicted to it. The gambling apps,
Jim, they ain't addicted to
it. What you call it?
They just ain't addicted to it.
To golf? Shit. I know some people can't live without it.
I know some people that threw their whole golf thing, golf bag into the water. And
after you done clank one.
He ain't played it no more. So it ain't addicting. It's addicting if you can play it good.
That might be a Kevin Freeman or Brian Jolivet might have threw their stuff with that. We ain't talking about them.
Kevin Freeman, he decent.
He decent? Who went out of Freeman and brought Jolivet?
Jolivet played way better than Freeman.
Really?
Jolivet can play.
Ain't he the one you say stole the ball? Or tricked the ball off?
Yeah, but he'll do that all the time. Oh, he'll cheat
on the ball.
Oh, he'll cheat. But Jimmy, he'll cheat, but the golf guards always wind up getting you back.
No.
The golf guards. Jimmy, let's say you over there, right? And you done lost your ball, and you say, oh, I done found it. And you drop one. The next one is going in the water because you done lied on that one. The golf guards have a way. Yeah, Jolivet is cold. Jolivet right there with Jolivet. He right there with me. He can play.
So Kevin Freeman, you wasting your time then?
No, he just ain't. He ain't got there.
I get it. He going for best dress on the court.
That was that ugly ass outfit he had on the other day. Hold up. And he gonna have nerve to sit it to me, Jimmy. So guess what? I'm putting his ass back on the screen again today. Hold on, Kevin.
Did he have them Bill Cosby britches on that they want Uptown Saturday night? The Bill Cosby britches.
But you know what though I like about him? He thought he was sharp. So that's dandyism. Hey Jimmy, that's dandyism. He had on this plain Jane ass outfit right there. And he talking about they got dressed best dress.
Oh, that's their team. They all dressed alike.
Yeah. That shit was terrible. That stuff was terrible.
That's three of them. So that's three of them. So I thought four be on the scramble. So it's three on the scramble.
I don't know where the other one was. He might be
taking the picture.
Yeah, he might be in the restroom. He might be in the restroom.
Oh, Melvin Dew.
He said you can bet fantasy apps that let you bet and over and understand. See, I don't even want to. Yeah, well, let me put that shit. Hey, excuse me. Don't. Hey, I'm not advertising that on this show.
Oh, now I get it. I get it now. So because I've seen guys place the bets. Those are those props. That's what they call them props. That all
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
So you can do props in Houston, Texas, but betting on the actual games, he's saying
Okay,
that you
so
gotta
I
go,
can bet
you gotta go different routes.
whether like Jonte Merritt, Jonte, that boy ain't gonna hit certain amount of points, and that's where you can cheat at on the betting apps.
All the prop bets,
Prop bet.
but that changed the game. Those changed the game, Adam, because that stuff be going in. That's
Go. One of my little partners called me, Mr. Hannah, if I had that one more leg. And then he won $7,000 one day. Then the next day he lost $5,000. I said, dude, I don't understand it, man. Now that's addicting. Golf is just Jimmy. You ain't getting addicted unless your ass can play good. But you know what though? I did learn something about golf the other day. Because I saw some people who couldn't play worth a hoop out there enjoying themselves. And they enjoyed. You know what? I came to a conclusion. I got this saying now. Golf and sex is the only two things you can enjoy without being good at it. Hey, y'all get it on the way home. Y'all get that on the way home. Hey, God, you don't have to be good at it to enjoy it. Look at him shaking his head. Yeah, you might as well tip the brim to me on that one. And don't be using my stuff too. And don't be using my stuff.
So look here. Here's the question.
Oh. What?
Let me see. Oh, I got time. Oh yeah, I got it quick.
Yeah.
You know, yesterday we shift gears. They had the high school all-star game yesterday.
Okay. I didn't make it.
And you guys know every morning I talk to different college coaches. You know, some more than others on different days, depending on how busy I'm in. And I always try to ask questions that you guys, I think some shit that you guys might need to hear, or ask questions that you guys may ask. And one of the things made me think yesterday is that, once again, the Houston Area Basketball Coaches Association All-Star Game. So this is like the game. This is from one of the games, right?
Okay.
Then on the other side is the other game, right? Took place at Stafford High School. So I always go over there because I always support the Area Coaches Association for years. We used to give out scholarships every year from the George McClellan Foundation for different players. And I went yesterday. Great games. Both was decided by single digits. That's rare in all-star settings. But here's the thing that disturbed me.
What?
Or that not necessarily disturbed me, but that caught my attention.
Okay.
Is when I got in the building, Adam. I'm evaluating the setting. And I didn't see but a handful of college coaches there. There's two games, approximately 10 to 12 players on each team. Let's say roughly half to 60% probably already signed or know where they're going. That's about roughly 40% or below is not, 40% or above is not signed, not committed. These are unsigned seniors. Some of them have been deemed as some of the best in the area for their respective districts or whatnot. It was 4 colleges represented. I give them a plug for coming out. Blinn Junior College, Mount Marty, that's up in South Dakota, North Lake College out of Dallas, and of course Schreiner University in Texas. So 3 of the 4 was from Texas, 1 from outside the state, and that's it that was there. This was grand stage, Hatter. That means this ain't a grassroots AAU event where you playing as unsigned seniors. This is put on by one of the largest coaches associations in the United States that has platform, that has pedigree. And still, so what I did this morning, I say, let me call a couple of JUCO coaches and pick their brains. And well, actually, one of them called me, asked me, did I go, what I saw, blah, blah, blah. He didn't make it. So I got on the phone with him. I called one and asked the same questions. And here's what I asked. I asked him, why does he think? First of all, I say, Coach, I know back in the days, I know I've seen you in this All-Star game before. I've seen a flock of coaches here before. I'm quite sure they have an All-Star game in DFW, and I'm quite sure coaches used to go there as well. So now in 2025, what's going on? Why you guys didn't come? I'm just curious. It wasn't challenging the coach.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to get some answers for you guys so that you can understand what's going on right now. He says, first, he says a number of things. He say, first of all, a lot of the bigger and better junior colleges, they are relying on the portal and prep schools. That's his first answer.
Mm-hmm.
And which you guys probably could have already guessed that. Right? Number two, he say lots of D1 coaches are placing a lot of more of their players at junior colleges now. That used to be a practice. It's always been a practice where Division Ones would place a kid. That means, but they placed them, the ones that they placed in yesteryear was the ones that really didn't have the grades and didn't qualify. So I'm gonna place them. That's what was called placing, but that ain't necessarily so or restricted to that right now. These college coaches are placing kids because they know if they get them on campus now, and they don't play, they're going to lose the kid anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So now, number three, I like this one right here. He says another reason, he said a lot of high school kids had been turning their noses on junior colleges. And according to their colleagues, they was like, man, you know what? I ain't got time to be wasting my time chasing him. I gave him an opportunity. This dude ain't give me the time of day. So I'm going in a different direction. So I'll say this again. Number three, a lot of high school kids have been turning JUCO coaches away. We can talk about it in a second. Number four, which feeds as a result of number three, say JUCO coaches don't have the patience to be waiting or the resources to be waiting on the And then number five, I come up with, these are two coaches combined with their answers. They say basically the kids and the families, they believe, which this is probably the most important one of all. They believe that the kids and families are not properly educated on junior colleges. And people thinking that junior colleges mean something that it don't. And now, one coach went a little further out, and he mentioned Sam Cassell, and he actually mentioned Sam Cassell's name and all the day. He mentioned he was referencing saying Jack in the
Steve France.
And Steve, he referenced those guys. He say JUCOs are right now, they are emerging back into that territory where JUCOs are going to be a proud jacket. You asking guys where they going? I'm going to. This is what's about to happen. What two different coaches said this today. Because after one said, I asked the other one that same question.
Mm-hmm.
And which is you're morphing to that territory because there ain't many spaces for holes for the mice to run in. So JUCOs know it. The good ones. Now there's a bad program. We're talking about the Division I JUCOs, guys. Let me clear that up. I'm talking about Division I.
The top
JUCOs.
Level.
Yes, the D1 JUCOs. That's what I'm talking about. From this, I talked to two D1 JUCO coaches. Mm-hmm. They are in different divisions. For some of you who didn't know, they're Division I, Division II junior colleges. But this is really important. So, what you think? What you hearing out there? What you thinking?
You know what? I haven't talked about this. This is a unique subject, but it makes sense. You know, I talk. I mean, just listening to Kenny Blakely, the coach at Howard, look at I forgot a coach from another car. He said he even proposed something about even because they talking about the NIL. Look, if y'all come here and y'all constantly taking our players, I'm gonna flip it a little bit. Y'all taking our players. These players should give us a two-year commitment, and if y'all take them before that, y'all got to pay us a percentage of whatever that NIL money is, right? So it's just so much stuff going on because of the NIL is hoping up all of these things, but that's unique. McLennan Junior College. Tell me a little bit about that. You know anything about that? That's where Coulier is going.
Yeah, yeah,
Coulier is that a Division One? Division? It's pretty good college,
yeah,
right? Pretty good cool.
yeah.
So all these kids got to do now is go there, but they got to go there and perform.
But they gotta want you there.
And they gonna be playing against some badass dudes because some of these dudes they just for whatever reason didn't make it. So Jimmy, what kind of player gonna start coming to the JUCO now? Because you can get into college now. You can get into any college almost now, academically. What kind of players are gonna be coming to? I mean,
that's the thing. What one of the coaches was stressing this morning was that those players that San Jack used to get back in the day.
But San Jack got those guys because Sam didn't have no grades. Nick didn't have no grades. Nick Van Exel didn't have no grades. Them dudes didn't have no grades.
Steve France ain't have no grade.
Yeah. So
Moses Scurry and all them guys back in the day.
Some of these colleges got very relaxed admission requirements, like except the Vanderbilts and things like that. They've relaxed some of those things, Jimmy. So I don't know. I might be overstepping it, but I mean they're relaxing them.
Well, one guess we'll throw some news in there, some breaking news as well, or late news. That is number one. Speaking of McClellan and Julian Coulier from Shadow Creek High School, McClellan, that is not McClellan, McLennan Junior College. They located in Waco. They also signed Aiden Law.
Yeah.
Last night.
Okay.
So they got him signed last night. That's new in case you guys didn't know. So it's two teammates. They might probably be roommates. Probably, I don't know, as freshmen on their campus. Another one is you asked about what kind of players would they get. Here's the deal. I just picked this up off the grapevine. UTSA. You guys know their leading scorer, Smurf Melinda, is going to Georgia, right? Well, before the season ended, they got a commitment from Smurf's older brother, right? Chemo Melinda, right? They both played at Clearbrook High School. I remember made it to the championship game in the McDonald's Texas Invitational. Played against my young fella from the OKC Thunder right now. My young guard from Dallas, from DFW.
The Terminator.
That's what they call it?
Terminator.
Right? Him and the young fella went to Alabama, then went to Kentucky, and now he's gone somewhere else. They was in the back. They were the backcourt.
You played with Riley
Griffin. They were the backcourt and played against this Clearbrook team in the championship. Anyway, Chemo Melinda was going to UTSA to play with his brother. Something happened. The brother left and then got a bag. UTSA informs Chemo, by the way, your scholarship, we ain't gonna be able to do it.
So he in the portal. Case and
the case and Wallace. Thank you. So the portal is closed. So you're not in the portal no more, Allen. You're back. You know, he went from JUCO. He was a JUCO first team all conference last year. In that same conference with McClellan, right? I think at Hill Junior College. So he's at Hill, lead the team in scoring last year, and was supposed to go to UTSA and get a little small bag. They reportedly pulled back because the younger brother that left. I ain't gonna take older brother now, but it wasn't supposed to be a package deal. But it was really, obviously, it was a package deal.
Okay.
Now he's going back to JUCO because it's just too late.
Oh.
So now that's my point. You say what kind of players they getting? He's an all-conference player. He's a led his team in JUCO in scoring.
But that situation ain't gonna happen with everybody though.
No, it's not gonna happen to everybody.
Right.
But I'm just saying that's the type of player now that's going to be competing for a Division I scholarship a year from now with some 12th graders.
Man, we late, man, because I know this subject gonna take too long because I wanted to ask you, man, about how these sneaker teams doing. And the reason I want these sneaker teams doing, I ain't been seeing no bragging, no shit talking, no social media posters on no summer basketball sneaker team this year. Has something happened? Because I don't keep up with it. I'm just saying, what is happened to the fizzle? I mean, I got a deal. What did happen to the fizzle? And then I see you today talking about these fake offers. We'll talk about that a whole nother other day. But where's the media? Where's the media team of these social shoe circuit teams? What has happened? Have they went silent? As it was silent. Jimmy, it might be dark. It might, what y'all call it when the coaches can't come out? What y'all call it, coach?
Dead period.
It might be a dead period. Is it a dead period that I don't know something about? Because they always got something to run in their mouth about something.
Well.
What? I mean, just give me a little something to tide me over for the weekend, man, because I ain't seen them people talk about nothing.
Well, earlier this week, of course, we talking about you're talking. I'm assuming you're asking about the teams that get a check. The teams that get a check. The teams that get a check from the sneaker company.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
This may be the first time that I ever can remember that all of the sneaker teams from Greater Houston that went and played, the 17 and unders, that played on the same weekend, and none of them had a winning record after that. On that same week, I don't think I've ever seen.
What was the weekend, Jimmy? When was the weekend?
This past weekend.
Okay.
Was this past weekend or weekend before?
I don't know. I ain't seen nothing, Doug.
Yeah, was it this past weekend? Yeah, the past weekend or the weekend before. You had the Houston Hoops, JL3, TJ Ford, one time legends, they're Adidas.
Okay.
Right? And they both played within the last 2 weeks. I think Adidas was this past weekend. The Nike one might have been the weekend before. So those 4 teams. And Coos Elite, throw them in there. Throw Coos Elite in there.
Well, what circuit they on?
Puma.
Okay.
They get a little check.
Okay.
None of their 7 teams out of those 5 teams had a winning record.
That's the first time you can in recent history. I don't remember that.
I've never for 17U.
17.
That has never happened. That has never happened. I'm talking about since.
So our 17Us usually have some fizzle. We're gonna either get it's gonna be 2-2. We ain't having no losing record coming back home.
Yeah. And so it's funny because I talk to and I ask people. I run into the great that's what he called himself, the great John Urie, yesterday at the All-Star game. All right. And John Urie, he says to me, man, Houston is dead, Jimmy. There's nothing here. I said, well, John, if you saying Houston is dead, but you're telling those kids that they all is that good. Why not go? This has been the perfect year for you, John, to go down to get you a group of 3rd, 4th, 5th graders and start back over. And he looked in his eyes, he said, man, you're right. But still, it's still dead. I say, no. John, I haven't been out there this circuit this summer. So I can't tell you, but then I did make a call to one of the sneaker brands today, and I asked that question because I wanted you do the same thing. How do you get somebody to tell you something? You go bounce it over there and just see what they say in regard to the same topic. And I say, man, is the whole country down this summer, or is it just Texas?
Mhm.
First thing they say, oh, it's the whole country down.
Mm.
Jimmy, you saw it. You were at Elite 100 last year, which I'm on the staff. You were at E100 in St. Louis, and you saw those are the up and coming Nike kids. There was no Fizz there with a star player for the first time in about 10 years. There was nobody there was like the next one.
How is that possible?
It's so that's
They just ain't that good no more.
So that means, but normally, when it's a down, we've had down years before in Texas. Don't get it twisted. We definitely had down years in Houston, but normally our down beats other people's down. You know what I'm saying? We think it's down for us, but normally we still kick enough butt to win, place a show.
Yeah.
And more of our teams are having to move underclassmen up when it's that down. So now your underclassmen, your top one will move up to the 17s. Okay. But what that does now, your 16's going to get their ass beat because your best player, you're going to be boasting playing up.
I don't care about your 16 getting their ass.
I'm just saying, but that's the future. But then that means now,
No, the future gonna be with that one. The future gonna be with that one I pulled up. He gonna be good at that.
But if that team's getting their ass whooped,
he gonna leave.
Then he's gonna bounce another sneaker line. So now I'm just telling you how it goes. It's a whole nother topic, guy. We can save for another day, but understand this is what's going on out here.
Dang.
And they know. So now it goes back to yesterday's conversation. College coaches, don't get it twisted. There's going to be college coaches during the live period.
Yeah.
It ain't no doubt about it. But a lot of coaches are opting to stay at home. I promise you that. Now, might not be the ones that you may see. It may not be I don't know. But a lot of them ain't going to go out. A lot of them going to be doing campus visits.
And Jimmy, somebody text me this. We're going to get out of here with this. We're going to talk about this next week. He said the top programs are not getting the top players. A lot of these kids doing independent.
So guess what? What does that mean if those big coaches ain't going to those independent teams play? Where are they going to see those independent teams play at, Adam? In abundance. Yes. One that know about it.
Man, I keep telling y'all better get y'all little ass in the gym and be so good. And when y'all pop out, y'all got to really, really pop out to have everybody talking about you. Because if you come out here and pop out and have everybody talking about you, guess what? I'm going to talk about you. I'm going to tell the people I know. But you got to be good enough, man. I'm just telling you. I ain't finna talk about nobody. I ain't finna talk about, like my partner used to say, I ain't finna talk about no danks.
Yeah. And in all respect, I see Herb, the blue chips were 3-1. That was a few weeks ago. I was talking about the ones that played last weekend and the weekend before. The blue chips were a couple of weeks back before then, and they went 3-1 respectfully for them. That's 17U. So applaud them. They do get a check from the sneaker company, but I was mainly keyed in on the last 2 weekends only. But yes, in regard to that, for the record. But yeah, that's that's pretty much it right there. We got to get up out of here.
Yeah, we got to go. I blew the bicycle horn on that one. But yeah, we out of here. We'll see y'all on Monday. I got it. Baby.
All right, y'all be good. Y'all share.
Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.